Alright, sup guys, so it's been a hot minute since I've actually done an actual video. I was arguing a little bit with myself if I want to do a live stream format or a video format. And I guess I decided on a video format. That still needs to go to my one truck, which I need to put licenses on, because I got new licenses. I was looking for the top of this building. There's a little piece that goes right here, because I did not do that beforehand. And I don't know if we'll end up needing that. Well, we'll end up needing it. I don't know how much importance it's going to have in this video. It's really weird not having the camera pointing at me and at something else. Because I think every other video I've done like this, I've had the camera pointed at my face. So, but back to the project at hand. I'm going to be making a diorama for my brother, who, as you guys should recall, is a rural firefighter. That being said, I want to do something. Okay, you guys did see my hand. Something a little bit different than what I've done in the past. That actually looks kind of cool, and I wish I had more of this foam, because I like how that gives like a grass texture. By the way, it's just my window. We're right by my window. Like not even 2 feet from my window, so a little bit of light coming through the blinds. I should see if I can fix that. Nope, wrong way. That's as tightened up as I can get the blinds. I wonder if I do it reverse. There we go. Right there. But if I go like this, there, nobody can see, and we still don't have all that light. Why did this one not flip? There we go. Ah, shit. It would not be one of my videos if something didn't get messed up. Where are my paper towels? Oh, I have a towel in here already. Okay, I'm good there, I'm good there. Okay, wonderful. No paint got on the floor, thank God. Okay, so where were we? So I kind of roughly measured out where I need to be. Where was it? It's these two marks. How many minutes have I wasted? I've only wasted 5 minutes, so we're good. It's these two marks are going to be where my road is. So, what I do is I take a little brush like this. It's not a little brush, that makes smaller ones, but I get a brush about yay big. Yeah, it will be. I'm going to work my way to you guys. Because the end's here. At the other end, you guys can't quite see. But that's not the end of the world. That's not the biggest deal. Because we're not going to be doing much on this side here. At least not today. I'll flip you guys to this side. I'll flip you guys to like this side of the table then. Oh, I haven't even opened this. I actually just got this from Walmart 2 days ago so I could actually do this project. And I have more paint elsewhere. I have a trash can over here that you guys can't see. Let's see here. I'm going to use this because it's got a point. There we go. I am so glad I haven't showered yet for the day. I gotta work tonight, so I'll shower later. Okay, I need to try and do this in a straight line-ish. And I use acrylic because if you use oil on this, I'll show you guys what happens in a spot that we'll cover up. And whatever I go over, it's not going to be the end of the world. Reason being is we're going to paint brown too. And we can have a road with a little bit of a curve in it. It's not going to be the end of the world. Oh. Right there was my other mark. So I've already gone over a little bit. But that's fine. So, part of the reason... Oh, I need to call Doc. I was gonna see how today went because I woke up feeling a little better. This year is not my year. I do not want to use that knife. I want to use something else. This isn't a flathead, but it'll do. And I'm just going to roughly try and draw a straight line. I know at the end I did not draw a straight line. Could you guys see that I didn't draw a straight line? No, you couldn't. You could see my shadow from not drawing a straight line. But that way I have a mark. This year has not been my year. So far this year, I have had gallbladder surgery. And I was born with clubfoot, and I was born with hip dysplasia, and I've got labral tears in my hips now. So, if you don't know what that is, can you guys kind of, yeah, you can. Okay. So, right in here, and I shouldn't do this for too long, on the pelvis, your joints connect. The way mine work, Every time I take a step, my hips dig into my muscle right in here. It's lots of fun. So, I'll let you guys know kind of what happens when all is said and done and over with, and because you guys don't need to know all of the fun I go through. And no, there's no GoFundMe's, there's no nothing. Just an idiot trying to live his best life. And this is just water in this red Solo cup. Actually, what I could have done, that was stupid. That was incredibly stupid on my part. Oh, thank God I have paper and stuff. I'm not worried about the jeans. I'm worried about the floor. Should go get a garbage bag and throw a garbage bag down there. I have some in my truck. I know that. I have everything in my trucks. Well, between the two, I have everything. Okay, that should be good. I should have painted on this side. The green still comes through on those pants. I kind of use my jeans and stuff as a smock. Like these jeans, they might have a hole in the back, or they're so faded and stuff, like I just can't use them for anything else. So I paint. I essentially am painting on my jeans. And I use them like, I think it's called smock. I think that's the correct term for that. Okay. This paint I got at Hobby Lobby. Yeah, you guys can't tell. There you go. I told you I painted on my jeans essentially. Do I have enough brown is now the question. That's earth brown. I think I have a bunch of rich brown, I think is the color. That one's chocolate. Earth brown. Okay, so I do have two of earth brown, so we're good, we're good. And this is my favorite part of the hobby, because I can just sit here and just paint. Well, it's not really the painting that's my favorite part. It's the fact that I can just kind of sit back and make a world all of my own. Okay, we're going to end up painting a little bit of woodland scene. No, this isn't woodland scenes. It's stuff you get at Hobby Lobby. It is Blended Tuft Green Blend from Hobby Lobby. Anyway, there's some in this little crack right here. And we're just going to paint. Never mind, it'll get glued in place. We'll see what happens. Because the paintbrush just went right over top of it. And this is a little thick on this side, so I can take a bunch of this and just go like this. Now what stinks is with that green turf blend, you can't really build it up. Like if you want to make a mountain or something, or a hill, which who knows, I may try and do that with this. This will be the 5th diorama that I've ever made, I think. Well, if you'll listen to me for just a second, we'll trace back all of the dioramas I've made so far. Made one for my grandparents, which was a road crossing. I've made 2 for my mom. One was the snow. I have pictures of that one. I made a lake, or no, I'm working on a second one for my mom, which is here in the apartment. It's actually, you guys can't see it, but I'll try to. It is right there on the floor. And that one is not being made. If I can get the program on my computer for it, though, because I may 3D print something and design something on 3D and have somebody else print it off for me. Gotta paint some brown on my jeans. And the paint will go through my jeans and get on my leg, but it's not something I'm overly worried about. So you guys may see eventually, I'm gonna need to get clean water. Oh, if my mom could. Actually, no, my mom didn't give me that towel. That was something I got from somebody else. When I moved into my first apartment. Or did my mom end up giving me this one? My mom might have given me this one. Oh well, it's acrylic paint anyhow, so it'll come out. It should. It should come out. Oh, that looks. Oh, you can tell that that's wet paint because you can see it reflecting. But, yeah. This might not actually dry all that quick. I may need to go get a fan. I was hoping it kind of would dry kind of quick. But so... yeah, parts of that black are dry. And I like to clean even these cheap foam brushes, which, I mean, they're cheap. But right now, because of everything I got going on, I don't got a whole lot of money. So, I try to save what I can, especially now. But, I suppose I can get my test piece of foam. Okay, so I take this piece of foam. Oh, do I have any oil paint that I don't really care about right now? This is steel and I care about that. Well, actually, I have some just straight paint thinner. Where is my paint thinner? By the way, what I'm painting on, I forgot to elaborate that in the beginning, is foam board that my landlord very, very generously donated. Well, not really generously. He was doing our basement because he's gonna put in another apartment down there, or not our basement, because we don't rent the basement out. But where I'm living, the landlord's trying to do the basement, and so he got all the foam put in. And then he realized somebody told him, I think it was an inspector, said that he had the wrong foam. And so he had to gut all the foam out and ask me if I had a use for it. And I said, sure, I can make it disappear. Some went to another location and was donated there. And a fair amount of pieces like this are staying with me. Actually, I have a stack about probably 4.5 feet tall. And I'm gonna need the vacuum. Really should go get garbage bags after this. Anyway, oh, I just realized I got painter's tape. I could have painter's taped this. Anyway, I am not seeing my testers paint thinner, so let's see here. Let's go with a little green. Maybe not a little green today. Nope, that bottle's painted shut. Let's go with flat cherry red, which is a color that I like. And I'm just going to do one little drop on this. Okay, we got 2 drops on it. That should eat into this. A little bit closer to you guys so you guys could see. And then what I'm going to put on it also is Tester's liquid cement for plastic. Oh, you can watch that bubble. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. There. I don't think you guys can see it bubble. There you go. Yeah, you can see it bubble a little bit. Yeah, and it just eats it. And it doesn't take much. So, maybe oil paint would have been fine. But oil paint is also really expensive. Like, I paid $3 for this bottle of acrylic. I paid 59 cents for I think I paid $3 for that. Almost $3. Maybe it wasn't $3. But it had to be close. Paid like 59 cents maybe for these. Maybe it was 79. I don't really remember. But it's Hobby Lobby's acrylic craft paint. It was like the cheapest. It's Anita's all-purpose. And at the time, I don't know what that oil paint was, but I think the last batch of oil paint I bought was $1.99 a little bottle. One of these little bottles is $1.99. For a size comparison. Oh! Good thing that's kind of all scribbled out. You guys can't really read that. Those are meds because my stomach won't empty right. Been having lots of fun. I'm playing my own games and I'm losing all of them. But so that's the difference in size between the bottles. There's a good size comparison. But yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's not, I mean, when you look at it, $3 is $3, but oil paint and that are expensive. I guess oil paint doesn't eat into the foam. I thought it did. I could have sworn it did. I'll set this by you guys and try to make it so you guys can watch it. There. Do we want to go bright yellow? Or do we want to do neon yellow? I don't know why I'm asking you guys. There we go. I see some neon. And I think it's acrylic. That's lemon yellow. We're going with yellow medium. Again, it's Walmart acrylic. It's a bundle kind of thing that you can get with these little tubes. I don't know if you guys can read acrylic. Yeah, you can. Okay. For this, I need... And I got a bunch of different style brushes. I got a lot. A lot of them haven't even ever been used. Actually, I need to look something up quick. I love having Google, because otherwise I'd have to run into the middle of the road and measure things. What is the average width of the yellow line in... Okay. The rolled shoulders are 8 feet and 6 feet wide. The double yellow lines are between 9 and 6 inches. Well, for all intents and purposes, they're not going to be 5 and 6 inches wide. They're going to be about a foot. Or actually, do I have a paintbrush that would make it so it's like 5-6 inches wide? paintbrush that would kind of work. Or do I have one that would work even better? I know. I am really, really organized, aren't I? And I have an HO scale model ruler in my hand. And the road is actually about 26 feet wide in scale feet. That's about 1.5 feet. Where are my little brown brushes at? I guess I'm using my little tiny brush. Which is fine. I like my little tiny yellow brush anyway. Actually, I can use this red one I never use. Or rather, I've never used it. Oh, that'll be good. Yeah, once I smash, or like, not smash it, but once I squish it in, it'll work. It'll be fine. I have a paint palette that I'll set on my knee for now and put a little bit of this yellow paint in it. Oh yeah, I gotta open it. You know what I just thought of would be a fun project. Words are hard today. Holy crap, that's a lot of neon yellow. That I honestly did not need. Painting my garbage can. That ain't gonna work. Because that is wet. Which means you wasted some yellow paint. Not the end of the world. Is this still wet? Yup. Well, if I move this back to here, you guys will see what I'm doing. I gotta move this way. Like I said, I'll gladly paint on these sheens like it does not matter to me. Like, I've got, I don't know how many pairs were ruined by a previous job with grease. But, I think I'm gonna go run off. Maybe I'll come back in a little bit and we'll finish this off. Because it shouldn't take too much longer to dry. Well, actually, if I point you guys more towards me, I'll be able to I need to look at something really fast. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. I can work on. Well, actually, if this gets a little brown on it, it was not. Yeah, it's not going to get brown on it. We're good. Okay. So, I can teach you guys how to build a plastic model. It can go like that, because that'll support itself. Okay. Did it go like this? It did. So, I've got my plastic cement that we used on that. And I'm going to dab. You guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay. I'm just going to go like this and paint it. Essentially, I'm just painting. And I'm painting it in the gaps. You guys didn't see that one, but you saw the first one. And this just melts that plastic. Wrong one. I need this. Come on. Slide on it. And then this just slides in too. Did I do... Oops. I had done it upside down. Because I'm not smart. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, because it's me and I do my own kind of thing, and I don't ever want this falling apart. Let's get you guys lined up. So you can see the pegs in here. I'll get the back side of these pegs too, and I can't see this one. Beautiful, wonderful. And then I'm going to do this last one off camera. And it's very easy to get this plastic on your hand, and then it'll dye it red. Well, this would dye it red if you get some of the models that I make, like there's that red. If you guys can kind of tell, you couldn't. There. And these two fingers, can you see it? Yeah, a little bit. It's not blood, it's this plastic. It's the way that that plastic glue works. It melts the plastic. And this is not looking as good as it did when I just formed it. But that's fine. It's fine. It's not, it doesn't have to be perfect. Like, this is not going up for sale. It's going to a relative. So, like, it should be relatively perfect. But it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. Oh, that's gonna melt the crap out of that side. And I'm gluing this I'm just going to glue the roof to this right away. And I wish I knew where that little roof thing was. But that's how you make one of these. And this is a schoolhouse. I should paint these shingles like a light brown. I could do a wash. I wonder. Where's that little red brush? Because it's got black paint on it now. It needs to be washed out. Which is fine. I'll do that later. Since I essentially have a black wash in here, well, it's got a lot of paint. Oops, I probably shouldn't be painting. Well, this'll get where the brown is. There'll be the schoolhouse. Ooh. I wonder. So these are all from a previous project. I could make a wood floor for the schoolhouse. Yeah. And I like the look of this board now, because making it black makes it so much more colorful. Can do some black, some brown washes over it. That's not going to work for that schoolhouse. So back to the rag I was using. And I'm just going to wipe that off. And it's almost like that never happened. And I think that plastic glue already dried, so I don't know if it's actually going to work to glue that. And if it doesn't glue the roof on, you know what? It's fine. It'll definitely be fine, because I'm going to take one of these candles, which I painted orange. I'm going to sink it in here. I'll get the measurement I need. And it'll look like the school's on fire. That's important because we're going to have a train track going through here. So I may end up building up a section of this, because I believe... Is it this side the school is on, or is the school going to be on this side? I think the school's on the shallower side. Oh, I like that. I really like that look. But so, how this is going to look when all is said and done. There's going to be a track here. There's going to be a broken buffer stop. If you guys know what a buffer stop is, that's wonderful. And if you don't, we're going to end up making one. I should have designed one. but I've got the design in my head. Actually, I should just start designing it now while we have time. I gotta think. I need... Well, I know across the pond in the UK it's called a buffer stop. And I do not know the width of them. Okay. We grab our little block here. And then, I don't know, you guys can kind of see the handle right here. This is just one of those little knives that you get around Christmas time in a, it's like the meat and the cheese by Hillshire Farm or whatever it is. Okay. You just want a height that looks decent. Because I'm trying to think spoilers a little bit for our project. If I go to this. Okay, so it doesn't need to be terribly tall. If I cut there. But it needs to be kind of straightish. And it should be about the same angle. Which I think I cut out of 45 because it looks like it's identical on either side. And I know that they do make buffer stops like what I'm going to make. Do we do black? I think we just do black. We could do brown. But my wash water is awfully black. So I think I'm going to pause this and I'll go get new water and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Alright, so I got my water in here. And I went and I put a little bit of water in this. This is our earth brown. That's fine. It's fine. Hopefully I can get the wash effect I want. I didn't clean my brush. And I don't use very much paint. There's still some paint that's not mixed. This is just a little measuring cup. I don't even know what size it is. But it's just a little measuring cup. I originally tried to use it to crush some real coal. And it didn't really work out as well as I thought it might. And so that is not quite the effect of the wash I wanted. I want a buffer stop that's made out of wood. Actually, yeah, this will do a little bit of the effect I want. I want one that's a little bit worse for wear. So I'll roll it around in my fingers for a minute and get some of that paint out of there. And you can see the difference of how it just makes it come to life. You know? Well, you guys can't really tell. But if I get it closer, will it focus? Will it focus? It won't focus. But when you do a wash the right way, and what I like about washes is it doesn't just put a bunch of paint on, and cover up every little thing about the wood. I like to see that wood detail. Now, if I was doing, say, what is it? Iron or something like that, or rusted iron. Blah, blah. If I could talk today, it would be a good day. I gotta go to work yet and talk there. But if I was doing iron or something, I wouldn't want it to be like that. I would want it to be smooth, and I don't want to see any of the, what you call it? Any of the woodwork or the wood grains. I want to just see straight, smooth, a nice straight smooth surface. Maybe a couple of bumps to make it look like rust, because rust has a bumpier texture than wood. Let's see here. I need one that's about 4 foot wide. I didn't think about the stand pieces. At least we're still early on in this project. Because I have my angle pieces. Did I not grab all of those little sticks? Where did I put all of them? Are they on the ground beside me? No. I found my little brushes. They're right here, right off camera. Oh, and I left my bathroom door open. Oh, well. And I didn't really want you guys seeing in there, but oh well. You can't see much anyway, so we're good, we're good. I'll pick up one of these little ones. And I'll eyeball for height. And right here looks good to me. Well, actually, I should kind of line up with this, because this is... Okay, so if I cut right about there-ish, that's the height I need. And then this part's busted already, so I can't use that. So I'll go to the back end. And I'll actually cut on my little table here. Good, and those are the same height. And then here's that little brown stick again. And then there's our stick for the height. And there's our second stick for the height. So, now I just need to figure out what's the width of the track roundabouts of. It's going to overhang a little bit. Do I have a track? Well, I know I have track here. I may have to go hunt it down. And if I have to go hunt it down, which it's looking like I'm going to, I'll pause this here and go find a couple of pieces of track, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I know I have more brass tracks somewhere. And brass is what I'm using for this. And I know I have more straight track here. But at the end of the day, that's not important. I have so many pieces of brass track, and you can't sell this stuff for anything. I couldn't give this away if I tried. So, it is what it is. And actually, is this about as wide as I need? No, it's wider than what I need. And that is still wet. So what I'll do is I'll go, and I've got this lined up with where the tie-ins. The tie-in's here. And I want to cut it right about there. That way I have a little bit of overhang. And that track is probably going to sit about there. Now, so I have a question for you guys. If you've made it this far, watching somebody who thinks they know what they're doing. What do you think my least favorite railroad is? My Dremel's dying. Okay. It doesn't need to look perfect. Wanted to make sure it was off. Granted, I have some divots in it. It's not exactly smooth, but it's fine. And we just gotta rematch this up, and it's a little bit more than what I wanted for an overhang. Can already tell. But it's better than it was, so I'm gonna roll with it. And technically, I think you're supposed to sand stuff before you paint. I never do. I always do my own thing and we see what happens and how it works out. And I haven't had bad luck doing my own thing yet. Okay. Well, you know what? I really well deconstructed that because not much broke on that. I have a mess on my desk, as you guys can see. But you can't see the building I made. And that's important. Because if my mom was to watch this... Oh, that is a terrible yellow line. But you know what? I can make it better. It'll be fine. There we go. You know, it's kind of funny, isn't it? I looked up about how long the stripes were, and I'm not even doing... I looked up how wide they are, but I didn't look up the length, and I know I'm definitely not doing the length. But you know what? You get an idea. I'm taking modeler's liberties. And not necessarily the right ones. I should have just done a solid yellow line at this point. I don't know who was making the yellow lines on this day, but they are drunk as can be. And no, I've not had a drop to drink. I'm just saying the driver of the painter. Because that's how they do this. They have a guy, he just goes like 5 miles an hour down the road. And all they do is just paint. That looks like I'm doing bad things, doesn't it? But really, I'm just painting on my jeans, I promise. Okay, so then we could put that there. We could put this right here. Oh yeah, that building is just barely out of sight. Ooh, is that building SOL? No, it's fine. It's good. It's still in good condition. And we're gonna need telephone poles too. God, that road. Whoever made that road was really freaking drunk that. It does not look as bad in person. Maybe it looks worse in person. They were drunk driving down the road. Somebody let them have liquor while they drove. That or they were paying too much attention to the trains going by. Okay, actually I need this back because it's got glue on it. Okay. So I need that to go on to this. Thank God my glue is a few days old, because it makes it stick a little bit more. Well, actually, I don't need to glue. Well, yeah, I want to glue like one piece to this. Actually, no, I don't. I do not. I don't. Oh no, I lost a piece. Not really. I have got too much stuff and I need to reorganize this whole area. Okay. So all of these pieces are going to be like this. And once my Dremel gets redone, I should have found another piece of track. Actually, I wonder if that's 18-inch. There's a round piece of track by me. There's all of my straight pieces of track. I knew I had some more in here. I think this is all that I have here, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4 more pieces of straight track. Is this 18 or 22? Because if it's 22, I'm keeping it. 18-inch, 30-degree radius track. Something I have plenty of. Like, I have more than enough. Could probably put 2 pieces on this. So I could probably do a curve. If I wanted to. I want to have any Bachmann Easy Track 18-inch radius here. All of that's down at another location. Crud. I'm trying to work on my swearing again. We'll see how far it goes again this time. Is to go from here, puts it there, puts it there. Because I'm trying to see what I have room for on this. Puts a small one. Yeah. No, I'm not cutting track to make this work. I mean, I will the straight track. Most likely. How many pieces of straight track if I put the school, like, right on the road? I could put a crossing in, I guess, but I've only ever done crossings on straights. And that was the only crossing I ever did. Come on, there you go. Wonderful. So that's going to go from there to there. And so now I need my Dremel that's halfway dead. And for this, you guys might get a little lopsided. That's fine. I promise the Dremel's dead. It's not because it doesn't, because the Dremel sucks. It's because it's practically dead. In fact, I should plug it in. In fact, give me 5... Nope, my charger's in the other room. And I want to see... I do have a locomotive here. I could change up my plans so I don't have to destroy the school. I also will not be changing from the horn couplers for this project. Those actually look better when they're like that. I will need the Dremel for a lot more of this project. Because what will end up happening is, I'm trying to straighten you guys out a little bit. So I hate Amtrak. Amtrak is my least favorite railroad by far. Maybe I'll bring this back to here-ish. Because this is going to come off the rail. And I think I'll put the locomotive in the middle of the road. Here. There, I should take this weight out that's in this. Okay, they're only held in by little itty bitty flat screws. So that's not the end of the world. Can use them in something else. But I'll take out all the weight. Because I'll cut into here. And I'll paint another one of these flickering tea lights. I have a bunch of them. I'll get something over the top of this possibly. Or I'll put 2 tea lights, one in this side. Under this all. Where does that put me for a dimension? Anyway, then get some paper and paint it yellow and put that in as a backdrop along here, along the length of this, because then it'll make it look like it's on fire. And Amtrak, you can look up Amtrak safety record. Family Guy did an episode of it. Or a mock at their safety safety record in an episode. I highly suggest you may look it up. It's Family Guy Amtrak. Amtrak, when I looked at their accident reports, if memory serves me right, because I do not want the government coming after me, the most they went was 6 to 8 months without an accident. And I think the longest was like 10 months? I could be wrong. I've not looked up their safety record in a hot minute. And for me, if you are a passenger service, I don't think that your safety record should be that bad. I understand the circumstances. Thunderbolt 1000, I think, is the YouTube channel. It's Thunderbolt something. Has done a number of videos on varying railroad disasters and accidents. Yes, I know no railroad by itself is innocent. And I know the era that I'm going to model, accidents were very, very, very common. So I shouldn't target any one railroad. But that's why I don't like Amtrak. And that's my opinion on it. I just don't like Amtrak. In this hobby, if you're a modeler of Amtrak, more power to you. I'm happy for you. The same way if you like Santa Fe, Burlington Northern, the Caledonian Railroad, the LMS. The same way if you don't like any other railroad for any particular reason. I also don't like Amtrak's color scheme. But that's neither here nor there with any of this. Like, I just don't care for Amtrak. And I believe that Amtrak, with its safety record, belongs on the side of a hill, or a mountain, or in a river. But I also know that numerous railroads also have accidents every day. I mean, BNSF took out a train car because some idiot flipped a switch. What else is there? One of the Union Pacific Big Boys, number 2005, hit a switch doing over... Well, it was doing mainline speed, and the switch was meant to go through at like 15 to 25, I think. Because there was track work ahead and nobody said anything. And it hit the switch and went on its side. It got rebuilt or repaired and put into service. I think it pretty much just needed to be put back on the tracks. But that's if memory serves me right. So I know other railroads have had accidents, more frequent and everything. I just think as a passenger service, you shouldn't be found in a lake, a river. I don't think it was a lake. I know they've been in a couple of rivers. But yeah, I just don't like Amtrak. And as a modeler, I'm going to model them how I feel they should be modeled and represented. If you don't like that, more power to you. Anyway, enough defending myself. Let's see here. That needs to be picked up. These need to be picked up. So really, I didn't need to put that or make those. Because the plan with this, or these sticks, was it was going to be a buffer stop on this side of the building. But I don't have enough room to put the coaches and a locomotive on. And I think I'm gonna leave this here for now, and this will be the first part of this, because I'll need my Dremel. When we come back, I will have cut that chunk of rail out of there that needs to be cut out. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry to have put you guys at a weird angle. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.